If you're thinking about buying the NexiGo N980P webcam because of its flashy 1080p 60 FPS promise, hold on a second, because what I discovered might just change your mind. I tested it out, expecting smooth, vibrant video and crisp sound for streaming and video calls. But here's what surprised me. Despite the specs sounding perfect on paper, the real-world experience isn't all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, this webcam has some hidden issues that could seriously affect your call quality and content creation. And I'm here to break down everything you need to know before you hit that buy button. So if you're someone who relies on webcams for Zoom meetings, Twitch streaming, or YouTube content, keep watching, because what I reveal might just save you from buyer's remorse. First up, let's talk numbers to put this in perspective. The NexiGo N980P costs around $55 and boasts a solid 4.4-star rating on Amazon. Sounds good, right? But digging deeper, the reviews reveal a confusing mix of love and frustration. Now, this review is all about honesty. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the unexpected quirks you don't usually get from those polished marketing pages. Plus, there's a twist you won't see coming about the performance in low light and audio quality. So stick around, because I'll address why this webcam might not live up to its bold promises if you're streaming or attending important meetings online. Let's start with the basics everyone looks at first: video quality. The NexiGo N980P advertises a 2MP CMOS sensor capable of smooth 1080p streaming at 60 frames per second, which should mean crystal clear video. And on paper, it does deliver a bright and sharp image, especially if you're in well-lit conditions. But here's the catch. The quality drops significantly in anything less than ideal lighting. I tested it in my dimly lit office, and even with the so-called auto brightness feature, the footage became grainy and washed out. This is a problem if you're someone who can't always control your lighting environment, like remote workers or streamers who often need consistent quality. Now, I'm not saying all cameras struggle with low light. Plenty of webcams out there handle it better. But for the NexiGo, the 120-degree wide-angle lens, which should be its saving grace, sometimes overexposes the edges while the center remains a bit dull. This is a weird balance and can make you look unevenly lit or like you're participating in a webcam conspiracy thriller. Eyes mysteriously clear, while everything else disappears into darkness. If you want to look your best face-to-face on Zoom, this can be distracting. Hold on, we're not done with video issues. There's also a delay problem that quickly becomes clear during live calls or streaming. Even though it's marketed as 60 FPS smooth streaming, the actual video feed occasionally stutters and experiences lag, especially on certain operating systems like Windows 10 or Mac OS. This is frustrating when you're mid-presentation or gaming live. Imagine trying to nail that epic gaming moment just to have your webcam freeze like it's buffering your connection from the 90s. You'd swear you accidentally dialed up your internet with modem sounds. Classic, okay, so video has its quirks, but what about audio? The NexiGo claims to have dual omnidirectional microphones for clear sound fidelity. Great in theory, but here's where it gets tricky. I noticed background noise seep through when recording or during calls, and sometimes the microphones picked up an echo effect that made conversations sound like you were chatting from inside a cave. Not ideal if you're trying to sound professional or engage with your community on Twitch or YouTube. I tried moving the webcam around to find a sweet spot, but the inconsistency persisted across different setups and rooms. Before you decide this camera is a total dud, here's the positive. The plug-and-play USB setup is truly hassle-free. If you're a non-tech-savvy buyer, this webcam checks that box beautifully. No complicated drivers or software installations needed. It's compatible with Windows XP through 11, Mac OS, several Linux distros, and Chrome OS, so it's pretty universal. Just plug it in and start your meetings or streams. Easy. Though even simplicity sometimes comes at the cost of functionality, as the automatic color adjustment feature is a bit hit or miss, often tweaking the image to unnatural tones. So your skin might end up resembling an alien from Star Trek rather than your normal self, unless you want to start marketing yourself as the next Spock. Are you bored yet? Hang tight because there's more. Something peculiar I noticed is that despite the wide-angle lens, the webcam seemed to struggle with focus on faces at closer distances. This might frustrate anyone who likes to do detailed tutorials, makeup demos, or unboxing videos. Sometimes the face came in and out of focus unpredictably, which looks amateur and not at all what you want if you're building a professional brand or engaging audience. It's like the camera couldn't decide whether to give me a close-up or keep me as the mysterious shadow lurking in the corners. Now, let's sprinkle in a bit of humor here. Not every product review needs to be doom and gloom. Why did the webcam get kicked out of the party? Because it couldn't stop buffering. Also, if you bought this camera hoping to stream your cooking show, just remember, it might make your kitchen look like it's lit by the light of a haunted full moon. On a brighter note, if you want your followers to think you're broadcasting from a spaceship, this might actually work in your favor. Just saying. Here's a mini promise. I'm saving one of the most important but often overlooked points for near the end. So, if you care about consistent, high-quality video and audio for your streams or calls, keep watching because you won't want to overlook what I'm about to share about alternative options alongside this camera. Someone who's a perfect fit for the NexiGo N980P might be a casual user. Maybe you need a budget webcam for occasional video chats with family or light work-from-home meetings. It won't break the bank or your setup complexity. And if you have great ambient lighting and aren't picky about professional-level video quality, it could do just fine. However, if you're a content creator, a serious streamer, or someone who needs top-tier reliability day in and day out, this might not be your best bet. You'll want something that handles low light gracefully, keeps your image sharp, and records audio cleanly without weird echoes or noise. Time for a little story. I once recommended a budget webcam to a friend who was about to start online classes. She loved the ease of use, but a few weeks later, she called me frustrated because her professor kept complaining about bad video quality. Turns out, the webcam's auto brightness was confused by her dim dorm room, making her look like she was calling in from a CSI crime scene. That's when I started digging deeper into webcams and realized specs don't always mean performance. The NexiGo N980P feels a bit like that. It looks promising but trips over those real-world conditions. Here's a good one. Why don't webcams ever get lost? Because they always focus. But in the case of the N980P, sometimes the focus might need GPS assistance, especially when you move around a bit. This can be annoying if you like to be animated on camera. To wrap it all together, let's talk resolution. No, not the video resolution, but your decision resolution. Should you buy the NexiGo N980P? If you want an affordable, plug-and-play webcam that works decently in good lighting for casual use, sure. But if you're aiming for serious streaming or professional calls where image consistency and quality audio matter, you might want to look elsewhere. Before you go, here's a quick tip. No webcam looks good without proper lighting. Investing in a ring light or setting up near natural light can dramatically improve whatever webcam you use, even the NexiGo. But don't rely solely on its auto-bright tech to fix things. It won't perform miracles. Now, for those of you still interested, the NexiGo N980P is currently priced around $54.99 on Amazon. Prices fluctuate fast, so check the link in the description below if you want to grab the best deal. Don't wait too long. These deals disappear like your webcam's autofocus when you least expect it. To leave you with a positive note, the NexiGo N980P isn't a bad webcam for its price point. It's solid for entry-level use, easy to set up, and good in stable lighting. So if you want to dip your toes into streaming or need a budget-friendly camera for online chats, it's worth a shot. But if you want to go big in content creation, keep looking, because this baby is not quite ready for the big leagues yet. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest tech reviews. Remember, the perfect webcam is out there. It just might not be the NexiGo N980P. See you in the next video.